And I look around, I'm like, who getting shred? I want to see who getting shred. Now the dude look at me funny like,
whoever got something valuable in the room.
First of all, you ain't taking off me, not nothing.
She say it be hurting, hit her cervix, I'm a amateur. Had her on her back, I made her tap like she's a wrestler. She was getting cracked and kept you back, nigga, you mad at her. As soon as I crack, I sent her back like get your cabbage. Please don't smoke your pack, that shit is whack, it smell like ass in here. If you want legit, holla at sis, she got that bag in here. If you get a whiff and get a sniff, it smell like gas in there. If you want to
Familia, a story time from the kid that spins is coming your way. Alright man, now today I'm about to be talking about the time in which I felt like my blood cousin as well as my ex-girlfriend tried to get me robbed, man. You heard what I said. My ex and my blood cousin tried to get me robbed. Let's go ahead and get into the story time, big guy. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alright familia, so let's go ahead and rewind diddly on back to my freshman year of college. Now during this time, man, I was working at a clothing store called Marshall's. And I'll never forget it, man. It was on my 15-minute break. I was real active on Facebook during this time. You can always catch me on there. So my cousin ended up hitting me with a message. Now, it was kind of unusual because we was talking, but we really wasn't. Now, we was real active in the summertime, but we kind of fell off a little bit because she was on that fake shit. She ended up hitting me up. She talking about some, hey, cousin, how you doing? Now, a lot of people don't really ask how your boy doing. This I already knew it was some bullshit. She talking about some, hey, cuz, how you doing? I'm like, I'm straight. She talking about some, hey, how your day going? What? How my day going? You asking how my day going? This I already knew it was some bullshit. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's straight, it's cool. She like, well, you know I got a birthday party coming up. Bingo, Jack Diddlyack Pot. That's the reason that you hit me up, because of your birthday. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even aware that you had one. I didn't even know if she felt some type of way about that. Hey, it is what it is. But she was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm having a birthday party. You know what I'm saying? You should go ahead, come through. Now I'm like, all right, cool. When you having it? She like, I'm having it on Saturday. Now it was Friday, so I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna get back in touch with you. Now the reason that I said this is because I really wanted to evaluate, like, did I really want to go over there? Did I really want to be around this girl knowing the type of company that she keep? So that whole day of work, I was just pretty much thinking and I was just marinating on it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna protect myself. Now familia, when I say this, I'm not trying to promote violence or nothing like that. I'm not trying to make myself to be a John Gotti or no shit like that. But Detroit is a grimy city. You know what I'm saying? Friends, family, you have to expect the unexpected. So what I end up doing after work that day, man, I end up buying the blicky. And after I bought the blicky, I ended up hitting her up. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and be there. Now I ended up hitting up a few of my homies, but I'm gonna keep their name discreet diddly E. So I hit my homie A up, and I also hit this girl I used to mess with. Her name was B. I ended up hitting her up. They're like, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and roll through. And then the girl B, who I used to mess with, she was like, is it cool if I bring my friends with me? Hell yeah! You can bring your friends, Big Biden. So that next following day, I ended up hitting my cousin up. I'm like, yo, what's good with you? You know what I'm saying? Just seeing if you still having a party today. Woo, woo, woo. Now, she never hit me back with a respond diddly-ons. I'm like, you know what? She probably getting last minute errands together. So I ain't even go bother it. Now, that's when I ended up texting my homie B. I ended up texting my homie A. I'm like, look, I'm not gonna send y'all to Addie yet because I'm not sure. Because she didn't even hit me back yet. They're like, okay, cool. Once you figure that out, let me know. So that whole day, man, I was just chilling. I was getting a brush session in. And then the time was like 7 o'clock. And I remember my cousin telling me like, yo, the party is at 9 o'clock. I'm like, you know what? Let me double check again. So I ended up calling her and I ended up texting her. I'm like, yo, I still didn't hear nothing from you. Just making sure that the party is still on. Because I'm not about to send myself or the party that I was running with on a dummy mission, bitch. So it's like 8 o'clock. I'm still not hearing no response yet. So my homie A ended up hitting me up like, hey, yo, I'm not hearing nothing. Is it still going down? I'm like, that's what I'm trying to figure out now. Now, my OG familia members know about this shit, man. It was a story time entitled Why Me and My Ex Will Never Get Back Together. Just basically saying when I went to her room, man, she played me like a ham. She sent me on a dummy mission. Whole time I'm thinking we getting back together. She got a boyfriend this whole time. But anyway, long story short, I ended up talking to a girl at that party and coming to find out it was my ex's friend. So the girl that I had met from my ex's party, she ended up calling me. She like, hey, yo, Nigel, just checking on you, just making sure you still coming to the room because I really want to see you. There's no doubt about it. She wanted some of this Kizak familia. 1 inch of shaft, yank it out. 2 inches of shaft, yank it out. 3 inches of shaft, yank it out. 4 inches of shaft, yank it out. Go back to that head. Oh God, I feel that head. Yank it out. 7 inches of shaft. Next thing you know, sweet home Alabama diddly yamma. The whole 8 inches is in the chocolate self, big bang. So I'm like, yeah, I was on my way to Red Roof right now. She was like,
Nigel, we not at Red Roof, we at such and such.
I'm like, what? I didn't even know. She was like, you did not know it was a location change? Your cousin didn't tell you? I'm like, no, she ain't tell me. And familia, this one it started to click. I'm like, now why wouldn't she tell me about the location change? Let's say if I did pull up to this hotel, who would have been there? I am so happy she told me something. And then that's when she on the phone, she like, hold on.
Hey, yo, you ain't tell your cousin that the location had changed?
She talking about some,
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was so busy.
how the are you gonna be so busy that you not gonna tell your guests about the location change? Dumb as So I'm like, all right, I'm on my way now. Hung up the phone. I ended up calling my man's B, and I ended up calling my friend A. I ended up sending them to Addie to the hotel. I'm like, yo, I'm on my way there. So I got dressed, sprayed on my cologne, grabbed my blicky, slid it in between my belt, pulled my shirt over, grabbed my trench coat, and I was out the door. So I throw the telly in the GPS, pull up, and it's my man's A. He's standing right there. So that's when the girl B ended up pulling up, and her sister dropped her off. Now when B hopped out of the back seat, oh my God, she had so much ass, Amelia. And her friends hopped out. Now they had a nice little petite package. They really wasn't as thick as I thought they was, but hey, they'll do. It was a light bright and it was a chocolate one. So we ended up walking up to the door, man. We just laughing, we just having a good time. And I ended up knocking on the door. Boom, boom, boom. And I hear my cousin on the other side, like, that sound like my cousin. So she opened up the door like, hey, cuz, and she stopped. And I guess she was shocked to see that some girls was with me. And next thing I know, familia, I see a fat potato head lean over. Guess who it is? My motherfucking ex. I'm like, oh my God, what the are you doing here? So my ex started to mean mug the girls that was with me. I'm like, oh, this is not about to go well. Now, familia, it wasn't even a hotel. It was a motel. As soon as you walk in the bathroom right there, take 2 steps, it's 2 beds, a TV, you're done. That's it. That's the room. I'm like, what the is this, big baby? So y'all know that girl that I was talking about that sent me to Addie? She was actually isolated by herself in the bathroom. Now I went in there to go talk to her. I'm like, yo, why you in the bathroom, shorty? What's going on? Now, familia, she told me that everybody in that room was bullying her, and she felt the need to go in the bathroom because she didn't feel like being bothered. What kind of snake is this? If this is supposed to be y'all friend, why the f is y'all making her feel uncomfortable? I talked to her, I'm like, yo, you ain't gotta feel like that. I'm here now. I'm like, listen, daddy here now, big five. She gonna start smiling, she gonna start cheesing, boy, you so silly. So I walk out of the bathroom, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be rude. I'm gonna go ahead and speak to everybody in the room and the environment. I don't want no hostility going on. That's not what I'm here for. So I give my cousin a hug, whatever. It was a dry hug. I didn't even feel the love. And I ended up saying something to my ex, and it was these 2 girls that was in the room. I guess they was my ex's friends, and it was their 2 boyfriends in the room. So anyway, I'm saying hey to everybody. Nobody barely said nothing. I'm like, all right, cool. That's how we playing it. I bet. Let me go ahead chill over here with my crew. So I try to slice the tension down the middle by introducing everybody. I'm like, yo, this is my man's A. This is my man's B. These are her friends. You know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, woo. So as soon as I introduced B, my ex and the other 2 girls started to laugh. They like, oh, B looking kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? She just smiling it off. B is a real nice person. She don't do nothing to nobody. So anyway, man, I read the type of energy that they was on. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and politic with my gang over here. So I ended up pulling out a joint so we all can spark up and we just toking, we just laughing. We just reminiscing on good times. So I hear my ex yell out, ugh, what is that smell? I goes to hell my joint and I'm like, I know this bitch is not trying to talk about my mother Earth. First of all, when we walked in this party, it smelled like a Reggie factory. We the ones who brought some real crud to the party, first of all. I'm like, this is some cherry pie in the joint. What's up? She like,
Ugh, you can't afford blunts?
first of all, you dumb mother... Raw papers cost much more than a blunt. And familia, when she said that about the joints, I'm like these. I mean, a joint is cool. It's much healthier than a blunt. Because you know if you smoke a lot of blunts, your face gonna age and make you look like a bull mastiff dog. And I said that exactly to her friend. And I was hoping her friend was getting what I was saying because this bitch looked like a bull mastiff dog for real, for real. It looked like this bitch smoked 16 swishers to the face accompanied by a complimentary perk. So I started to get the munchies. I told my group, I'm like, hey, yo, y'all trying to mob out to the store, man? I got the munchies. I'm hungry. I need something in my system, bit by. So as we ride out to the store, I'm apologizing to the girls. I'm like, hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? I did not know that they was going to be there. I am so sorry. If y'all want me to take y'all home, just let me know. So we ended up buying some snacks or whatever. And then that's when B just disappeared. I'm like, what B at? That's when B ended up texting me like, yo, my friend ended up calling the Uber. She didn't feel comfortable. So we ended up going back to the room. We knock on the door. Boom, boom, boom. My cousin ended up opening the door. Then my ex go say something. Oh, so where your little friends go? So anyway, I'm just ignoring it. My man's A, he just posted up. He just chilling. He just cooling. He looks comfortable like this is his room. Now, let me tell y'all some Detroit slang if y'all don't know. Now, it is something called shred, and what shred is means to take, finesse, rob, etc. Now, they ended up playing a Detroit song called Shred Gang Take Your Shit. And one of the dudes like, yeah, let's shred some shit. I'm eating my chips, me and my man's Al looking at each other, we laughing. I look around, I'm like, who getting shred? I want to see who getting shred. Now, the dude look at me funny like,
Whoever got something valuable in the room.
first of all, you ain't taking shit off me, not nothing. So we sat there for like 20 minutes. Nobody did nothing. So as I'm walking out, I feel something hit me in the back of my head. And I heard something hit the floor. Now, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was a gun shell. I don't know what exactly what it was. I thought it was all over at that point. But coming to find out, my ex had threw some ice at me. So I turned around and I pulled my blicky out. I'm like, what's up? Do that now. Everybody in that room looked like deer in the headlights. They just... My cousin hurry up and shut the door. Oh my God! Boom, and slam the door. Alright, familia, that is the end of this video. If you liked it, please like, please comment, please share. And comment below. Have somebody ever tried to rob diddly-eye you? Ah, bitter! God!